Now to the other big news in the world of sports. Basketball superstar Kobe Bryant announcing his retirement last night, saying this season, his 20th in the NBA, will be his last.
Bryant wrote a poem published on the Players Tribune website that his aching body and his weakening passion for the game had led to his decision to retire. Bryant wrote, quote, "My heart can take the pounding, my mind can handle the grind, but my body knows it's time to say goodbye." Bryant's 2 decades spent with the Lakers included 5 championship rings and 17 All-Star selections. He was also the first player to be called, quote, "the next Jordan."
Dear Kobe. Dear Kobe. Dear Kobe. Dear Kobe, thank you.
Thank you for your passion, your commitment, and dedication to basketball.
Thank you for the games that you refuse to lose.
Showing us there's no such thing as magic, only hard work.
Competitor supreme.
Thank you for loving the game of basketball.
We are here to celebrate greatness for 20 years. Excellence for 20 years. And we have 5 championship banners to show for it.
Put your hands together for Kobe Bryant.
I hear everything that the crowd. This place where it was refuge is now being bombarded. I had to separate myself. I was going through that time. I created the Black Mamba.
I'm always amazed at what Kobe was able to accomplish. Until you look back at it and really understand what he was able to do, I don't think you fully appreciate it. To be a high school graduate only a few months before and literally show up to the association already decided that he was going to be one of the greatest to ever play the game. I'm a straight gold player. Just a straight gold player. Straight gold player.
If you want to be a great player, if you play every single day, 2-3 hours, how much better are you getting? Most kids will play maybe an hour and a half, 2 days a week.
I'm just a straight gold player.
Attacking baseline, and he runs into a stone wall of Festus' healing, and he's holding his left knee.
Not much really to take you through, man. I made a move that I made a million times, and it's popped.
Oh, and he's limping. He's hurt. Kobe's hurt. And I don't know if he's going to be able to continue.
Is that a different injury than when you hurt your Achilles, or you think they were related?
No, I think it was different. You know, the knee just, when I came down, it was hyperextended a little bit. And, just had to shake it off, and it was fine.
Kobe around the back, spinning, shooting, scoring. 3-point game, 5 minutes left. Isolated for the tie. He's got it. It's 107 all.
The Mamba is looking like the Mamba.
Bryant again going to work, falls down. Again, he's struggling.
In the wake of Kobe Bryant's injury, there are so many elements to any discussion about what is going to happen to the Lakers going forward. Magic, where in the world do you start?
I think, Michael, only place you can start is, can Kobe make a full recovery back?
taken out of the game right now because then he could not play anymore.
But he's going to shoot the free throws. So Kobe Bryant cannot continue. And the crowd.
Head trainer of the Los Angeles Lakers, Gary Vitti, spoke to the media today after practice, called Kobe Bryant having a third rupture, said basically that his Achilles tendon is gone.
I can't walk. You know, I try to maybe just put pressure on my heel, see if I can do it that way, but there's just nothing there.
Kobe Bryant will have surgery today. It's estimated that the timetable is going to be 6 to 9 months of recovery. Gary Vitti also said that he expects Kobe not to even be mobile at all for at least a month.
Pissed and sad. You know, worked really hard to get to this point. Just pissed.
Game that we'll see.
Really?
Well, no, you said I'm not trying to be rude.
Really?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to.
It's appropriate that you asked that question from down there.
So when you walk, it's like, it feels like your calf muscle is touching the floor. Like this could be the end.
Simply means trying to be the best version of yourself.
There's no history of somebody coming back like this. This is an injury that has taken down Tiny Archibald in his prime, Elton Brand in his prime, and ended Isaiah's career. Dominique was never the same.
I've always kind of said that, you know, it's nearing the end, and this is the last chapter, and it is.
I don't think he can come back as the same Kobe.
Would you say that the injury has rejuvenated you mentally or physically or both?
Mentally, I think mentally I'm like more locked in, more engaged on, you know, the prospects of playing another 3 or 4 years. Passion came from the love for the game. You know, I loved everything about it, like the smell of the ball, like brand new sneakers, and like the sound the ball makes when it hits the ground, the ball going through the net, like all those things I love. And so the passion comes from that, because once you have that love, you just want to be a part of this thing all the time.
My question is, would he want to come back as like a reduced, mediocre version of Kobe?
It's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest. So starting at the age of 2, when I first started playing the game, and on and on and on, I always ask questions. I always try to get better every single day.
Don't ever question the heart, the emotion, the grit, the tenacity of that guy.
Last time we talked, it was the last interview before the injury. You said you could play a few more years. Now, how many years do you think you could play?
I was still the same. I could play a few more.
What's a few?
A few more. It's the last chapter. I have no idea how long that chapter is going to be.
I remember the last game of the season. You guys swept out the playoffs. You came out on the court, and the fans went crazy. It was like that moment, that game, it all went away, all the bad things, and they kind of gave you something. Did you, at that moment, realize how much this city loved you?
It was a different kind of ovation, different than scoring points or winning championships. So it was more like an ovation of appreciation, and it touched me.
We have the same competitive edge. You know, that's why we both have won 5 championships. I was the face of the Lakers at that time. He's the face of the Lakers now. And the only thing he wants to do is win. He's driven to win, just like I was. So I'm expecting the Lakers to be the Lakers once he gets back, if he can return healthy and strong.
Kobe Bryant obviously was asked, take care of yourself, guard your minutes, etc., etc. Kobe basically told him to go to hell. I'm not coming out of the game, okay? So obviously, Kobe shares some culpability on that level. 45.2 minutes a game in the month of April, #1 in the league. 38.6 minutes all season long, average minutes per game. Then you've got Mike D'Antoni, not strong enough. Not strong enough to sit there and say, look, I run this shot. You're going to sit down. Now, it might not be in the fourth quarter. Let's go get some rest in the second and third quarter. This is what we're going to do, and that's that.
With all due respect, you're wrong about this. Serious injury in all of sports is the Achilles. It follows no pattern, no age, no circumstance. It's almost always non-contact.
If you're going to acknowledge still that playing those kind of minutes will wear you down, then you're susceptible to anything happening because you're worn down.
Lakers down, in trouble, quickly, Bryant, 3 from the corner. Yes! Kobe! Timeouts to save yourself, and Blake gets it into Kobe. Kobe, good little fake, 3 to tie! 3 to tie! Around him, Kobe down the middle. Kobe Bryant!
I don't know why it goes, Stephen A. And when it goes, your career can go with it because it's the most damaging, difficult to overcome injury in all of sports.
I would say that not being able to hear and compose the Ninth Symphony is probably a bigger challenge than playing basketball on 1.5 legs.
Oh, it looks beautiful. Goes up there, it goes down below.
Kind of a suture removal.
It's fabulous, no swelling, huh?
Nice tension in it.
Yeah, great tension. Kobe, the tension is just perfect.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
I think if anybody can do well, it's Kobe Bryant, because he is first a workhorse, a guy who's going to work as hard as he can to get back in the best shape possible. He is a winner, so if anybody can beat it, right? Just like me beating HIV so far. If anybody can beat that injury, it's Kobe Bryant.
Point your whole foot up towards the ceiling. That's it. Relax. Push it up.
I know it's been like the most asked question in the world. Well, where are you in your timetable?
I mean, it's probably been the most boring answer in the world. You know, I'm progressing. You know, but that's truly where I am. I'm getting stronger, and you know, every day I continue to try to pick it up and just go from there.
Well, what does that mean for Kobe Bryant compared to a normal human being? You're not a regular guy.
No, I mean, you know, what I do is I push it pretty hard, and then see where I am, see how I feel, you know, see where the flexibility is in the ankle joint. You know, can I push it, you know, consistently?
How much has this time motivated you to add on a few years to your career because of the people who doubted, one, that you can come back from this injury, and then the people who have just taken away your ranking?
I drive myself crazy because there's not so much I can do right now to prepare. And getting in shape and running and being on the court and practicing and all that stuff. So yeah, I'd go crazy if I thought about it. So I try to keep it concealed for a little while longer.
To be successful, you have to be able to persevere. And so people see your success now, but you've had to overcome some obstacles.
But basketball was my refuge, man. It was my escape. The challenge now becomes there's a finality. It can't be a refuge forever.
There's a conclusion to my illusion, I assure you this. There's no end to this confusion if you let it wish you well. Sold to sell, highest bidders, can't you tell what you're getting? There is a light to all this darkness, I will tell you this. There's redemption in you, basking dim, just why it is some answers are better left unspoken when you know you ain't getting any younger, younger, younger. Are you? Younger, younger, younger. Are you? You ain't getting any younger, younger, younger. Are you? Younger, younger, younger. Are you?
The court was like your refuge, and no matter what was going on in your life, you had this.
You know, I didn't realize I had those feelings inside of me of leaving my friends and coming back to this environment. I didn't realize I had that in there. Growing up in isolation turned out to be a great strength for me. Hence is the reason why I'm more comfortable taking a shot to win the game with two people on me versus kicking it to somebody in the corner.
Why we fight to get on love, and I've been wondering how your mind will leave you hanging, your heart lingering. Stay lost and found by whoever stays around, forgetting. There is a way to be yourself, I assure you this. There's a way to catch your dreams without falling asleep. You might as well get it while you can, babe, cause you know you ain't getting any younger, younger, younger. Are you? Younger, younger, younger. Are you? You ain't getting any younger, younger, younger. Are you? Younger, younger, younger. Are you?
If your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, to do that, you have to practice, you have to train. Right? So if you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 11, you let your body recover, so you eat, recover, whatever, you get back out. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4. And so now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up because they're 5 years behind. Right? So it makes sense to get up and start your day early because you can get more work in.
You can try but never stop me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. I will never ever let go, 'cause this is what I'm made of. No one can control me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. You can hate but never drive me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. No one can control me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. You can hate but never break me, 'cause this is what I'm made of.
Massaging, eating the right things, drinking the right things. It's a lifestyle, you know, it's a full-time commitment.
I think, Arash, what's really going to be interesting is the attitude that Kobe has, because I've seen it game after game, doing sideline reports and listening in the huddle and seeing Kobe's competitive nature. Not being 100% at the beginning of the season, I think is going to be a big adjustment for him.
Just for me, I know how hard I'm willing to work. I know I have to be patient.
An 80% Kobe Bryant, Arash, is a good Kobe Bryant.
It was hard, man, because the Achilles injury is the worst injury for an athlete. Just like the kiss of death. What am I gonna do? Because I can't sit here and give up. It's not an option. I can feel the energy in the building. The sounds of the cameras flashing. The smell of popcorn. Like the sounds of people walking around, preparing for the game. I love what I do. It's as simple as that. I get so much enjoyment from it. greatest fear that we face is ourselves, actually. You know, I think it's not anything that's external or anything that's superficial. I think the greatest fear you face is yourself, because you know, we all have dreams, and it's very scary sometimes to accept the dream that you have, and it's scarier still to say, okay, I want that. It's scary because you're afraid that if you put your heart and soul into it,
it's taking things, using things in your life that are scars, using those moments as a weapon, right? Using those as, using basketball as kind of like a vehicle through which to express yourself.
What were some of the down moments for you in basketball?
well, losing to the Celtics in the finals in 2008, I mean, that was tough. I was thinking to myself, I may never win another championship. I wake up and I start thinking, nah, I gotta fix this. So now I have to start figuring out how I'm gonna lead this team differently.
Well, I had to share my story. I had to open up to them and let them know I've dealt with things. This is the things that I use. This is how I go about focus. This is how I deal with adversity. This is how I deal with, arguing with my wife.
If you're gonna be a leader, you're not gonna please everybody.
Congratulations, Kobe Bryant, your 4th NBA championship. You go back to a year ago this time, the Boston Celtics beat you all. What was your focus from that moment to this moment?
Well, we knew we had to become a better defensive team consistently. Better defensively, better on the boards. And that's what that series last year taught us. And we came back this year with a renewed focus.
I mean, I had a moment there where I didn't want to play either, right? And, Vanessa, who's every bit as competitive as I am, said, no, you're going to play. This is what you do. You're going to play, you're going to go out there, you're going to play well, you're going to dominate.
We really worked so hard as a group. We sacrificed so much. We put in so much time, so much effort, and, it just feels unbelievable to get here with a group of guys that are like brothers to me, and, we can all enjoy this together.
For us to face the Celtics again, it's not about the Celtics. It's not about your opponent. It's about you. It's about you taking your inner struggles and channeling that through the game.
'Cause we're gonna be legends, gonna get their attention. What we're doing here ain't just scary, it's about to be legendary. Yeah, we're gonna be legends, gonna teach them all a lesson. Got this feeling in our souls we carry, it's about to be legendary.
I played a lot of different sports, but nothing brought me the sense of peace and of escape that the game of basketball did.
That's nice. That's good basketball.
Six weeks. Is that a reality, or should he just shut it down for the rest of the season?
It could be a reality because it's Kobe Bryant we're talking about. But Skip Bayless, I am of the mindset that Kobe Bryant should shut it down for the rest of the year. The fact is that you had the Achilles. And then after that, this knee injury comes down. Now, Kobe and I spoke yesterday. He's in good spirits. His mentality was that, yeah, I just got to get this knee right over the 6 weeks, but it'll also give me an opportunity to further strengthen the Achilles. So that's how he's looking at it.
Do you think you'll be playing at the beginning of the season?
I don't know if I'll be ready to open tonight. I really don't know. I mean, I know I'm really, really ahead of schedule. And, whether I'll be ready to open tonight, I don't know. But I'm planning on coming back as soon as possible. In the past, I've always pushed myself to the limit, right? And then
that's every day. You know, now you just got to be a little bit more patient and make sure that when you step off the court, you still have something left.
How much time do you have left?
Not much.
When you sit in this chair and you watch these games and you cover this sport the way that I've covered this sport, humility kicks in because you marvel at the greatness of people in terms of what they do. But in Kobe Bryant's case, it's extra special because you know the work that he put in and the fact that he never cheated the game with his effort.
Lays it in, slam dunk. Now that be his first slam dunk of the season.
It's Kobe, and it's down.
36 years old, 19th season in the league, going against the best player on the planet.
Picked up the dribble. Kobe Bryant, 32,000 points in his career. Ball back jump shot. He's got another one.
So used to being the villain all the time on the road. It took a minute to kind of adjust, but I gotta say, it really felt good to be appreciated like that.
If you sat back and asked MJ who would he have wanted to surpass him, it would have been Kobe.
Kobe Bryant has passed Michael Jordan and is now number 3 on the NBA's all-time scoring list.
The Achilles injury, can't control that. I mean, I did everything humanly possible to be ready every single night. Something like that happens, how do you control it? It is what it is.
Finally, bad news for LA Lakers fans as Kobe Bryant is headed to surgery to repair a torn rotator cuff in his right shoulder, and he may be out for the season.
The correct decision here is for him to treat it right now and shut it down.
A left-handed jump shot.
And that tells me his shoulder is sore.
That's a constant dance. It happens all the time. Happens for me now, right, with the shoulder and stuff. I just did this. 9 months. I just did 9 months. I gotta do it again. Okay.
But you reset.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, day by day, just one day at a time. Unless something changes, next season is going to be my last season. You know, I felt like I didn't feel good about myself if I wasn't doing everything I could to be the best version of myself.
How difficult is it, Kobe, to work out as hard as you do and be prepared and ready, and then have to tell yourself that we have to take a look at the minutes, we have to pull back a little bit? That, for me, it was the most difficult thing to do.
For me, it's not so much. I understand that after 20 years and with age and 3 season-ending injuries in a row, it's like as a kid, I said I want to be the best ever. And as you get older, you start understanding that those things are very superficial things.
You know, look, I always try to outwork people, right? That's just how I made my mark. So the game was at 7. I was like, you know, I'm going to get there at 3 o'clock, and I want to make sure I make 400 made shots.
I can win 20 championships. There's always an opinion on who's the best. How are you inspiring others? That is the ultimate championship.
Get in the car, get to the gym, get there, and as I'm walking onto the court, who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. It looks like he was in a dead sweat when I got here. It's not like his moves are nonchalant or lazy. He's doing like game moves.
When the game's on the line, I'm not asking myself to do something that I haven't done thousands of times before.
After the game is over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy. Like, I have to understand like why he works like that.
He is one of the greatest players of all time, leading the Lakers to 5 NBA titles. But as we know in sports, all good things must come to an end.
Hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know, it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
So much emotion in the building because of Kobe Bryant announcing his retirement.
I don't want to do this anymore. My mind starts drifting. It always drifted towards basketball, always. The first indicator that, this game is not something that I can obsess over for much longer.
17-time NBA All-Star, the third highest scorer in NBA history, the 2008 MVP, two-time NBA Finals MVP, five-time NBA champion, a 6'6" guard from Lower Merion High School, where he won the title in 1996. Number 24, Kobe Bryant. How good is this kid?
Beautiful. He took flight. The Mamba still has venom in those veins. He's on fire. 3 on its way. Got it!
Kind of sad, but we're obviously here to celebrate, him and his career and everything that he's done for, this franchise and the pleasure he's given so many people over the years. And it's an honor for me to be here, for me to have my eldest son here with me, and it's going to be emotional.
It is the final game of Kobe Bryant's career.
It's great. I mean, it's really cool to be in the building. It's a special time. 20 fast years of Kobe Bryant. He was 17 years old when he started, and now he's a man. I feel like we're here at his bar mitzvah.
We're playing Portland here. A kid from the bench said something to me. He said, hey, we're going to beat you guys tonight. I looked at him, I said, I got one rule. If you weren't born when I started playing, you can't talk trash.
I texted Kobe today, first thing. I was so excited this morning when I woke up. I said, I'm just so excited that I get a chance to be here for your last game. He's always been such a great competitor, but even more than that, over the course of 20 years, you develop relationships with these players and the coaches. So I'm really just happy for him.
This is incredible. You know what? I remember the first day shaking Kobe's hand at the Great Western Forum. And I'm so glad to be here for the bookend of that situation. I'm on this side and that side of it. This is great.
As Kobe Bryant's ready for his last NBA game.
It was the ultimate Mamba moment. Kobe loves those moments. It's Kobe Bryant. I mean, you never know what that man is going to do.
Viva Mamba. Viva Mamba. Viva Mamba.
That last game came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, pretty much. It's for me, it was just like the end of a really long and beautiful journey.
Congratulations on what a final game that was.
Thank you.
You could not have, dreamed of anything like that, right?
No, for sure. I mean, it was, I couldn't believe that it actually happened.
For the final time, number 24 on the floor.
Darling, darling,
Bryant.
I'll turn the lights back on now. Watching as the credits all roll down and crying.
I have decided to skip college and take my time.
No playing to a
The
full
Charlotte Hornets
house.
select Kobe Bryant.
House. No heroes, villains, one to blame, while wilted roses fill the stage, and the thrill is gone. Our debut was a masterpiece, but in the end, for you and me, oh, this show, it can't go on. We used to have it all. Now it's our curtain call to hold for the applause. Oh, 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 oh. And wave out to the crowd and take our final bow. Oh, it's our time to go, but at least we stole the show. 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 At least we stole the show.
There can only be one, and that one is Kobe Bryant, 2007-2008 NBA Most Valuable Player Award.
Darling, darling, you know that we are sold out. Kisses fading, but the band plays on now. We're crying, crying.
Man!
So let the velvet roll down.
I can't believe how fast 20 years went by. Man, this is crazy.
Then when I walked in the arena and you kind of feel the electricity, you kind of start getting a little nostalgic. You realize everybody's here to watch this final game. Don't
The
suck.
thrill is gone. Our debut was a masterpiece. Our lines we read so perfectly, but this show, it can't go on.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs. And I think the most important part is that we all stayed together throughout.
This our time to go, but at least we stole the show.
No good, and the half is here. Jazz 57, Lakers 42.
I didn't feel good about myself if I wasn't doing everything I could to be the best version of myself.
Here we go, the last half of Kobe Bryant's illustrious NBA career. 20 seasons, and we got 2 quarters to go.
The reason why I can retire now and be completely comfortable about it because I know that I've done everything I could to be the best basketball player I can be.
Turn it back the clock on the style.
26.
To the basket, Kobe. Bryant on the drive to the basket. Hey, it's scored. Kobe baseline over Neto has 32-35.
Lakers only got by 6.
12 minutes remain in Kobe Bryant's career.
Kobe for 3. Yes, sir. A 40-point game. Original Black Mamba right there. What a finale for Kobe Bryant.
3:46 remaining in Kobe Bryant's career.
Kobe Bryant has never cheated the game.
Lakers trail by 9. The crowd chanting Kobe.
Bryant gets to the basket and has 47 points. Kobe Bryant! There it is! A 50-point game in his farewell. Final minute 30. Bryant from 14 has 53. Unbelievable stuff tonight. Bryant for 3. Go! The Lakers down 1. Will Kobe give them one last gamer? Bryant on the move with the jumper. He got it!
58 for Bryant. The Lakers lead by 1. Kobe is exhausted.
Bryant will come to the line for a 60-point game. And the Lakers close out Kobe Bryant's career with a win and one of the great farewell performances in any sport at any time.
You guys will always be in my heart. And I sincerely appreciate it. No words can describe how I feel about you guys. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, I love you guys. And I love you guys. And my family, my wife Vanessa, our daughters Natalia and Gianna, thank you guys for all your sacrifice. For all the hours I spent in the gym working and training. And Vanessa, you holding down the family the way that you have. I can't, there's no way that I can thank you enough for that. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.
My box was to be extremely ambitious within the sport of basketball. Your box is different than mine, but it doesn't mean that your box isn't as beautiful as mine. Everybody has their own. It's your job to try to perfect it and make it as beautiful of a canvas as you can make it. And if you have done that, then you have lived a successful life. You have lived with Mamba mentality.
Oh, I put my life on the line for this life. I wear my heart on my sleeve for this life. Waking up from a dream is this life. Do my words cut deep through this mic? Lately I've been doing a lot more thinking and writing, a lot more finding myself to be precise. And now I've come to a realization that I should create the person to be in this life. People often think that I get too deep. You probably understand if you knew me. I see my nephew grow within 2 weeks. Still asking God, why'd you choose me? I guess I'll work it out in due time. Look at the moonlight, I see my options, I'm just hoping that I choose right. He wanna know if I've been moving with a new guy. I tell him, do your thing and I'll do mine. See, they say, take him.